Check, check, check. 1 2 1 2 1 2. Check, check. Check, 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 check. 1 2 1 2 1 2. Pleasant good evening, everybody, and welcome back inside Gallo Arena in Bourne for another Cape Cod High School hockey game of the week. New Year's Eve doubleheader, game 2, and it is Bourne High School against, what's the full term? Greater New Bedford Regional Votech. I'm not going to say that whole thing. It's going to be shortened down to New Bedford a lot of times. Hello, everybody. I'm Jim McCabe. I'll be providing play-by-play of this one. I've been making a home out of this arena over the last week. Lots of different teams have played here, including Sandwich against Barnstable yesterday. Here it's Bourne versus New Bedford to cap off, again, the second half of the doubleheader. In case you weren't watching the first one today, that was over in Orleans, where Nauset took on Brookline today, and Brookline won by a score of 3-0. Okay, it's time for pre-game announcements to be made, and I will start the seats and let you hear, and I'll get back to play-by-play in just a little bit.
At this time, we would ask that everyone please stand and remove their hats for the playing of the national anthem.
Our national anthem's been played, and we're set for hockey here on the Upper Cape. The main website that just about everybody goes to, well, there's a few, but the main one that had schedules from last season doesn't have the schedules from last season currently, so I can't tell you how this series went last season between these two rivals in the South Coast Conference. What I can tell you is that it's been decidedly a series in favor of Bourne in recent years now. That changed in the 2017-2018 season. Greater New Bedford beat Bourne for the first time in a long time, and so now under longtime head coach Mike Fry, they are trying to turn things around against the Canalmen. It's the Greater New Bedford Votech Bears versus the Bourne Canalmen here in the shadow of the Bourne Bridge here on this New Year's Day. Happy New Year's to all of you. And we're watching here as the shot's going to come on. The save is made. There's a loose puck in front initially. That one came in from Mac Lennon for Bourne. Good chance there for the Canalmen to start things off here. Goaltender for Bourne, I'll tell you the one for New Bedford in a second here. I'm watching here, as so are you. Kyle McGuire is back in action. Tough luck lost last time out for these Bourne Canalmen. We'll talk about that in a minute. The goaltender for Greater New Bedford is going to be number 1, Austin Chirac. And the Greater New Bedford Bears wear jerseys that are green and yellow and colored dark green, dark yellow. Of course, the Canalmen have the home jerseys. Those are purple and white. Lots of time, the Greater New Bedford zone. Man couldn't keep it in for Bourne. That was Alex McCarthy. Now finally, Bears getting into the offensive zone. Man tried to stumble out in front with it after taking it off the wing was Braden Webster, and that didn't work out for him. And a big hip check put into number 23 from 15, hitting his man there. Was actually number 20, Jacob Belly, on the hit from Andrew Ariagno just a few moments ago. It's played ahead by Connor McGuire, and it does find the seam out the center. This will be a race for the puck. A couple guys have to get back for Greater New Bedford to prevent Morgan Hopwood from getting in for a good chance there for Bourne. Now this will be a turnover, as it's going to be onto the stick of Hopwood, and he's afforded a little bit of space. He's going to shoot it. Actually tips in front on Karsten Becker's stick. Greater New Bedford gets out, and there's 1 versus 3 here, and then McGuire's going to play it way out with the active goal stick there to prevent Matthew Medeiros from doing anything. Hopwood passes it ahead to Mac Lennon. Lennon on the wing in front. That one goes on through. I think he was looking for the pass there from the man who's now hurrying back to the bench. That's Connor McGuire. Changes being made for Bourne. This will go as a pass down to the man who's just been taken off this puck here. Is going to actually get it back. Can't see his number on his back of a jersey. It's Andres Alves. He got the pass from the point from Mason Dupre. Or Dupre, he wasn't at the point when he passed it to him, but he did a while ago. I'm catching you up on history. Alex Duvall with pressure from New Bedford over, and the play out by Andrew Ariagno. He tried to. New Bedford bunched up the near side of the Bourne zone, but eventually the Canalmen do get it out. And now they're going to be called here for the offside. What's that sign say? $5 for 1 goal. I don't know who they're supporting, but somebody could be rich with a goal scored here tonight. Nice crowd here at Gallo Arena watching this one. It's just Wareham Carver versus Apponequet, the last game here at Gallo Arena, but I didn't see, I believe it was Wareham winning pretty big in that one. I didn't see the final score. At last check, it was 6-3. Oh, watch out here. This is going to be a man going in, but he is not able to get it home. Maximus Legue. As McGuire kind of outweighted him, and eventually Legue ran out of room on that glove side of McGuire. Well, McGuire made what wound up being a pretty easy save there, if you want to count that as a shot on goal. Rattled around below us, taken by New Bedford's Matt Medeiros. Out to the point, here comes the drive that tips off the stick of Karsten Becker. That one came from Braden Webster. Now it's going to be Hopwood for Bourne out to center. Hopwood can't get past the blue line, and in support is Karsten Becker. He had to wait for a moment to make sure that that was an onside play. It's going to be repossessed by Bourne in the offensive zone, flipped along by Owen Lapworth, and New Bedford's going to get it back out to the center. Flipped ahead by Alex Duvall from the red line for the Canalmen, but then taking it in neutral, and he's going to get in. This man is Webster. Shot, save is made by Kyle McGuire. Well, if you watched the last Bourne game, that's good. That means you were watching the last Cape Cod High School hockey game of the week, and I say thank you for that. But Dighton Rehoboth Seekonk won 2-1. And that was a controversial one. The game-winning goal there was scored on what should have been a goalie interference call, but was not. And McGuire, the goaltender, played well. Now, this shot's going to be snapped, missing the net by Michael Russo. That's going to come out for the slapper, and that one from Alex Duvall is going to wind up going out of play as a tip off of a body or stick in front. And we played 5 minutes and 34 seconds of the first period. Neutral zone face-off. It's going to go all the way back down to the Bourne zone. Played ahead by Alex Duvall. And now catching up to this is Matt Glennon. And Glennon through center. Lost the puck. It was checked off him. And then New Bedford skater winds up putting this into his own bench. I believe that's going to be the call here. And I think they're going to have the face-off in the New Bedford zone. And yes, indeed. First day of 2020, first day of a new decade. Face-off win for Bourne. It was hammered, not hitting the net there, Connor McGuire. Got 2 more months of Cape Cod High School hockey regular season, January and February, and then March it'll be playoff time, and I'll be here and wherever else Cape Cod teams will be. That's still a whiles away. We still got plenty of regular season to play. Bedford's going to try and exit things here, but Bedford dealing with this pesky Bourne squad. A shot will come in, and that one from Tyler Evans. The save was made. Bourne keeps on here with new players coming out, obviously, with the one you just saw, Lapworth, heading off for the change. Unable to keep that one in for Bourne. On the line was Alex McCarthy. And Connor McGuire gets it out to center ice. And finds it in his feet, and that's Andrew Ariagno, and then played ahead into the Greater New Bedford zone. No score. We're just about the halfway point of the first period. And then it'll be skied back into the Greater New Bedford zone by Connor McGuire. This puck will be on the blue line when it's gotten to by sticks and then out of play for the whistle. This game is being brought to you by Carpet Barn, Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor, with 3 convenient locations in Falmouth, Mashpee, and Hyannis. Your source for carpet, luxury vinyl, hardwood, tile, laminate, and more. Visit carpetbarncarpet1falmouth.com for more details, or call 508-296-8189. No score, 7 minutes and change remaining now in the first. Bourne versus Greater New Bedford. Penalty, nope, not penalty coming up here. I thought there might be. This will be played out of the zone by Maximus Legue. What a name that is. Love it. Bourne repossessing in its own zone. A little pass behind by Karsten Becker with pressure from New Bedford. Trying to work things out with Alex Duvall, but it's going to be a turnover, and there's going to be a chance, a center attempt off the side of the net from Matthew LaBeouf. And man, can't backhand it out of the zone. That was Owen Surratt. This is going to be a turnover. Man gets by here, and that's Matthew Medeiros, and he gets slammed into the end boards. Matt Medeiros does, and that's going to result in a penalty on Bourne. First power play of the game. And that's a penalty to Becker. The elbow may have gotten up a little bit there. I didn't actually see what the official call was, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was elbowing. Now this is taken by Bourne, and it's going to be Owen Lapworth getting it through center, and this is going to go on now for Morgan Hopwood. This is going to be an offside call against the Bourne Canalmen. Bourne's going to try and set up on the outside. Owen Lapworth almost took it away and cleared it. It's going to go out in front. It's going to be hammered out of the zone off the angle by Morgan Hopwood. The goaltender we haven't heard much from, Austin Chirac, will play it ahead for GNB. And that one is, I don't know if that's all inside. Score! I don't know. That one from Matthew Medeiros. That was very close on the line, and I thought it went over the line. They said it was onside, however, and Matthew Medeiros with a slapper. That one zipping on past Kyle McGuire, and it's 1-0 Greater New Bedford on the power play goal. Whistle and a stoppage here. Got a chance to see that come up on the live stream on Twitch on a little bit of a delay there on that slap shot from Medeiros. Again, that was close. But we give the goal to Medeiros, and New Bedford cashes in on what is the first power play of the game for either team. And now another one's just been called on Bourne, so things get dicey here. Penalty against Michael Russo, and I'm sorry I didn't see that one. But Greater New Bedford's on the power play for the second time in this one. Peter Pimentel had to go off his stick, and then it's passed out in front, collected at the point. Here comes a rip. That one's blocked. It was taken by Brian Webster. Still there. And then a save from McGuire on the turnaround. Quick shot by Matthew Medeiros, who's looking for another one. This time McGuire's got the answer. Face-off win for Bourne, and Owen Lapworth clears it out. I'm going to whistle this for high stick on New Bedford, so this works out for the Canalmen. 1-0 Greater New Bedford leads on the goal from Matt Medeiros. The Bears went on the power play and scored on it, and now they're on another one. Here with 4:28 now to go in this first period. Off the face-off in the Greater New Bedford zone. It's going to be skated ahead by Mason Dupre. Turned over, though, and Owen Lapworth will get around. And it's going to be him right going in and score! Owen Lapworth, a shorthanded goal. What an individual effort from Owen Lapworth. And that is a great response from the Bourne Canalmen. This game is back tied at 1. Hey, look back at that. What started with a high stick there, and just saw it on the replay. Lapworth. They give the goal to somebody other than Lapworth, but it was Lapworth, right? Yeah, okay. Not making things up here. Owen Lapworth going in there, and initially the save was made by Austin Chirac. And then Lapworth got the, pulled that puck off the pad, and he made the save with the left pad. And he was able to pull that puck off and pop it in high for the shorthanded goal. Half minute remaining on the power play for Greater New Bedford. Here's Spencer Raposo, gets it out in front, and Morgan Hopwood able to clear, and now this one is going to be sent back into the Bourne zone on the delayed offside. Owen Lapworth is urged to ice it, and that's what he does, and it goes the full 200 feet down the length of the ice. Well, if he was at the end of his own zone. Anyway, it went down the ice all the way. We're back to even strength, less than 3 minutes to go in the first. Morgan Hopwood, he's going to go wide. And he'll pass it to Mike Russo. Russo will pass it back, wrister, and Schrock makes the save on that shot from Alex McCarthy. .233 to go in the first period. Face off in the New Bedford zone. It'll be Mason Dupre for New Bedford. He's going to turn it over. Man's going to try and step out in front with this for Bourne. He's going to wind up passing it onto the stick of the New Bedford player. It was Tyler Evans, and now New Bedford is able to get it out of its zone, and the puck will roll down into the Bourne zone, and Alex McCarthy will play it out. This is taken now by Mike Russo. Russo will lose this on the swing wide. Bedford gets it out all the way down, and this maybe will be icing. No, it will not be. It's going to be played to McCarthy from McGuire. That's Connor McGuire. And now stepping ahead is Tyler Evans. Evans on the wing, in front! Oh, and that one wouldn't go on the pass to Matt Glennon somehow. Like Glennon had some open net there. Back in is Evans. Evans, right to the net. Stays out, and a puck comes in on Evans. He's going down. That puck looked like it got him up high. And he's going to try and tough this one out, but he's injured. Now this puck in the other way as I pay attention to the play to Tyler Evans. Save was made by Kyle McGuire. And let's hope Evans is okay after it looked like maybe he took the puck up high from a teammate's stick that may have inadvertently caused him to block the shot, or block the puck anyway. Alex Duval with the check on Matt LaBeouf as these players continue to battle for it. Right below us here in Alumni Corner at Gallo Arena. Owen Lapworth passes out, looking for Andrew Ariagno, but it was a little bit behind him. They'll go down not for icing. Ariagno in pursuit on Mason Dupre. And Dupre reverses away from him, and he'll pass it ahead. And New Bedford gets it out the center with a half minute to go in the first period. Alex Duval. He'll pass to the open man who activates a few moments too late there. It was Hopwood, and deep into the New Bedford zone. Controlled by the Bears with 20 seconds and now 15 seconds left in the first. We jumped 5 seconds in an instant. Played into the New Bedford zone. A center ice shot is stopped by McGuire. And it's 2 seconds left. And that'll do it for the first period. Tied at 1. New Bedford scored first from Matt Pumaderos, and Bourne responded on the goal from Owen Lapworth. 1-1 the score. We'll have the second period for you on this Cape Cod High School Hockey Game of the Week in just a moment. Welcome back, everybody, inside Gallo Arena in Bourne. It's Cape Cod High School Hockey Game of the Week between Bourne High School and Greater New Bedford Votech. And it's 1-1 after one period of play. First broadcast of 2020. First time we are seeing Greater New Bedford on the Cape Cod High School Hockey Game of the Week. And of course, made the adjustment this season to not have it all be Cape versus Cape teams. It obviously has to still include one Cape team, or else why am I calling it the Cape Cod High School Hockey Game of the Week? That would be nonsense. But wanted to put more off-Cape teams on this season, and glad to be able to give them the exposure. A couple of New Bedford guys at the blue line get crossed up, and Bourne's going to try and take advantage of this, as it'll be a drop back attempted to get Tyler Evans from Matt Glennon. That one didn't work out. Owen Lapworth back in. Lapworth shoots. Glove save from Austin Chirac, sticking out that trapper. Lapworth's shorthanded goal in the first period got the game tied after Matt Madero scored a power play goal for Greater New Bedford. And tried to pass it out in front for Bourne with Michael Russo initially wrapped up. And he did give it off to a man who's being similarly contested, Matt Glennon. He's going to get some help from Tyler Evans, but then it's taken away from him by Matt Maderos. Maderos' goal in the first, he's up to at least 5 on the season, based on the Twitter posts of the Greater New Bedford hockey team. I don't know if they've documented every single goal, but certainly Maderos has scored multiple. Flipped out in front. That was a nice little play there. That almost worked out. And they're going to blow this play dead for what? Probably. So the hand pass or actually something else here? No, the net's been dislodged. So that's the source of that whistle. Thought there was a hand pass that was being called there too, it looked like. Played about 90 seconds of this second period. Locked up on the end boards, plenty of players in there. Down in the Bourne zone. And trying to clear it for Bourne. He had pressure on him all the way, but did get it out eventually. Karsten Becker. Now it's going to be skirted back into the Bourne zone, and Nowman will work to get this one out. Pushed along by Keaton Marcondes. First time we're calling his name. Back out the center. And man twisting back here. Finally is going to pass it off. Braden Webster. It's going to angle in on the Bourne net. And Kyle McGuire is going to melt it down, and we have a bit of a slow start here to this second period. Don't know if you got a chance to see the NHL outdoor game today, but what a beauty that was down at the Cotton Bowl in Texas. Almost 85,000 people about that attended that one. 85,000 people in Texas, and that is awesome. Not as if Texas is a newcomer to hockey. Dallas won that one 4-2, a 4-goal comeback win over Nashville. Wow, Nashville fans there too. Step out in front, and the save was made by the New Bedford goaltender on the shot from Evans. Austin Chirac was okay on that one. Triple teamed here, tried to play it out to the point. Michael Russo had trouble. Out the center, man now trying to overtake, and that's not going to get called as Mason Dupre went down. Not a protest of any sort from the New Bedford bench. Play through center, man gets shoved off the puck for Bourne. That was Russo. And now it's going to be Dupre again for New Bedford. Goes left and right, shoots, save made with the glove, Kyle McGuire. And that draws the stoppage. And Bourne hasn't played since the last time we had them on the air, December 28th against Dighton Rehoboth Seekonk. Greater New Bedford, this is game number 6 for them. Bourne's playing game number 5. Greater New Bedford beat Old Rochester Fairhaven. So I was here for that too. I didn't broadcast it, but saw it was the game before the one for Bourne. Now this is going to be a cover-up by McGuire, the Bourne goalie. 2-1 win over Old Rochester Fairhaven. 7-0 prior to that on Christmas Eve against Diamond. 3-0 win over Mashpee Monomoy. 5-1 loss to Somerset Berkeley, and a 4-1 win against South Shore Votech. So they've won 4 of their first 5. Bourne through 5 games is 1-3 through 4 games, I should say. New Bedford spending a lot of time to start off the second period in the offensive zone. Now this rolling tire will be settled down and started ahead by Braden Webster for New Bedford. He'll dump it in from the neutral zone. It will roll around to Matthew Medeiros, who plays it back, and now Bourne repossesses in their own zone. Out to center ice. And here comes a shot that goes off the glass. We'll get his number. That's Anders Alves. This one comes out in front. And Greater New Bedford keeps the pressure going. Now gotten to by Connor McGuire for Bourne, but he couldn't take it up the boards. Now finally cleared out to the neutral zone and passed out from shallow in his own end by Mason Dupre. Brought back in by Greater New Bedford. Shot from the left wing. Does not go on net. Again, there's not a lot of high quality chances here in this second period. 9 minutes and change remaining here in the middle frame. Puck in the circle. It's going to be flipped down by Connor McGuire, and this will be icing on Bourne. Prior to the game against Dighton Rehoboth Seekonk, it was a 5-0 loss for Bourne against Dartmouth, a 3-0 win against Revere, and a 3-0 loss versus Newton South. These two Division III South Coast Conference teams. Now, Bourne's about the only team as this one comes out in front on flip from a very long distance away, and McGuire, the Bourne goalie, will freeze it up. Bourne's one of the few teams, as things have shifted now. Just about all the Cape Cod High School hockey teams are, and the Islands as well, playing in the Cape and Islands League. Bourne is their South Coast Conference team, and it's going to stay that way. And now, this is something here for Bourne. The shot on goal from Michael Russo, and the save was made by Chirac, the New Bedford goalie. Carrying it to the corner before getting checked was Mac Glennon, but now here's Tyler Evans turning out in front, backhander. Save was made by Chirac. Evans on the forehand, goes back behind the net. Passes out in front. That one's good for the Shot, and the rebound put in by Evans. After it was initially shot by Michael Russo, and Bourne has taken the 2-1 lead. Exactly 7 minutes into the second. New Bedford's looking to respond instantly. Yes, they do. That is Spencer Raposo. And just 7 seconds later, New Bedford equalizes this one. Well, just a moment ago, let's go and color analyze Evans. The pass from behind went perfectly to Russo, and not able to find the rebound in time. That was right next to him was Chirac, and able to tuck that in on the near side of the net. Was Evans. And then just 7 seconds later, right off the face-off, New Bedford stepped right on through in. And I didn't see who that was that passed it. I had to try and get things situated up here, but I did see that it was Raposo that put it in on the pass over. We'll find out when they hear the assist on that goal. And a bomb from Mason Dupre would not go. Matt Medeiros was the one that passed it on over to him, so he gets the assist. And you just saw the great back-checking effort that negated what would have been a possible breakaway just a moment ago. Now there's a Bourne player down. That's Morgan Hopwood. Still down there. I didn't see what happened here. I'll see it here in a moment. Hopwood's up. And skating on his own power. This is going to come up here on my delayed feed. Great back-checking effort that was. I'm sure he got hit into the boards there. Hopwood didn't look like anything sinister. No penalties called out of that. Back-checking effort, didn't see who that was for New Bedford that got back, but it was Andrew Ariagno that was coming in hot as I was listening for the New Bedford announcement on the goal. So these teams are playing fast and physical. And back to action now. We're tied at 2. Russo scored to make it 2-1 Bourne, and Raposo responded for Greater New Bedford. Bourne has scored 2 straight. They were down 1-0, and they went up 2-1. Evans got hit hard. You just saw that one from Trey Texera. Going to go back for the shot. That will not get on goal. Friendly fire there. Shooting it was Alex McCarthy. Blocking it, though, from going on was Mac Lennon. 6.5 minutes now remaining in the second. Russo for Bourne. Bringing it in. Man going to the net. Shoots. Does Russo off the glass. As he had Mac Lennon with him. And now it's Mason Dupre for Greater New Bedford. Dupre will cut to the middle and get a shot off. Save was made by Kyle McGuire. He may have been able to use the Bourne skater as a little bit of a screen there as he cut on through to the middle. Centering pass goes out in front. Save! Glove. Save by Kyle McGuire on the shot that just came out in front by that Greater New Bedford skater. This game's being brought to you by Carpet Barn, Carpet One Floor and Home. The one store for your perfect floor with 3 convenient locations in Falmouth, Mashpee, and Hyannis. Exclusive carpet brands including Bigelow Stainmaster, Lee's, Tigressa, Resista, Innovia Extreme Clean, Invincible, Rustic River, Hydrotech, Bell Terra Tile, Laminate for Life, and Voyager Exotic Floors. Visit Carpet Barn, carpet1falmouth.com or call 508-296-8189. Owen Lapworth skating out to center. Lapworth and gets the puck checked off him. Now going back for it in his own zone is Alex Duvall. Turned it on to Lapworth. Lapworth tries to get it and eventually will go for Andrew Ariagno now to center and whistle on the stoppage here. This is a non-penalty whistle. What happened, I'm not sure, but we get the stoppage with 5:02 to go in the second. And Bourne with puck possession off the face-off win here, but it's plenty of pressure from New Bedford that results in eventually in getting it back, and it'll be hoisted in by Mason Dupre, and there go those Greater New Bedford forecheckers, and a great effort to keep it in, and does so in continuum. That's Matthew Harding, and that gets a round of applause from the New Bedford folks in attendance. Backhander that won't go from Maximus Legue. Sounded like it may have bunked off the base of the post. Now here comes a shot. Rebound, score! That's gonna be Maximus Legue, I think, that popped that one in. And it's 3-2. Greater New Bedford goes back out in front. And wild swings here in this one. Greater New Bedford scored the first, Bourne with the next 2, and now New Bedford with 2 in a row. Legue with the goal. And trying to step on into the offensive zone was Matt Glennon. He couldn't do it for the Canalmen. Now pushed that the other way by Trey Texera. Thrown out in front. Oh, save made McGuire on that shot from Spencer Raposo, who's looking for another one. Three minutes, 28 seconds remaining in the second. This one comes out in front again. That shot misses. A lot of these Greater New Bedford players have their jerseys tucked in, which is just great. Makes me unable to see the numbers on occasion. I'm sorry about that. Offside called on Bourne. When I was growing up, my first introduction to hockey was the 1990s Philadelphia Flyers, and I remember a player for the Flyers used to do that a lot. Rod Brindamore, who's now the coach of the Carolina Hurricanes. He's gone on to have a really successful player and post-player career for them. Anyway, penalties coming up here. A high sticking call that you've just seen. On Greater New Bedford's number 3, Dupre. Bourne goes on the power play for the first time in this game with 2:58 remaining in the second period. This is a big power play for Bourne. Shot's going to be tipped, taken by Connor McGuire. McGuire does well to keep it in at the line. High stick is whistled. That's going to cost Bourne a little bit of time here. They're going to have to face off in the neutral zone at a minimum. They're going all the way down. They're actually going to go all the way down to the Bourne zone, so that's even worse. 11 seconds into the power play. Off the face-off, the puck will go to the stick of Connor McGuire. Keeping this in is, nope, he didn't. Connor McGuire, I thought he would. Tyler Evans turns. He's got space to get into the offensive zone. Evans rips it. Save made by Chirac. Back for Connor McGuire. Will he do it again? Yes. Oh, and a save made by Chirac. The glove comes alive. Two chances there for Connor McGuire on the power play. Face-off win for Bourne. Matt Glennon played it, and that went to the stick of New Bedford player. It's going to clear Medeiros. And the man goes in shorthand. He's got to go behind. And this will kill time off for the power play at a minimum. Player getting the damage done here is Matt LaBeouf. But Bourne finally gets it through center. Pass onto the stick, and then off of it, Ariagno. Ariagno's not going to, he's going to get out of the zone. As meanwhile, New Bedford will send it deep into the Bourne end. There's Ariagno. He's waiting at the New Bedford blue line. Hurled in his direction, but doesn't go to him cleanly, and he's trying to get it away from the man who had it underneath him was Matthew Harding. But here's Medeiros shorthanded. Save McGuire. And he's going to melt down. Medeiros with the stick over his head as he came close there. 23 seconds left on the Bourne power play. It's been eventful for multiple reasons. And New Bedford, for the second time on this power play, gets an offensive zone draw. I'll try this face-off again. It's going to be Medeiros against Ariagno on this face-off. The $5 for one goal sign crew has migrated to behind the Bourne net. So I'm thinking that's those New Bedford kids back there. This will be hammered down on what's going to be the end of this penalty by Matt Harding. And the final minute of play now is upon us here in this second period. Greater New Bedford leads 3-2. Cleared out by Matt Harding, and there's a man waiting for this. It's Medeiros. Shoots, and that one won't go. Missing just by a few inches. Now it's backhanded into the New Bedford zone by Bourne's Matt Glennon. And the man doesn't have a lot of time here to make a decision. It's Webster. On him now is Glennon. And New Bedford's able to force it out to center with less than a half minute to go. Medeiros gets by one. And now all of a sudden we got to watch for him every time. threw it out in front. It pinballed back. Here comes a wrister. That misses from Harding. Trying to tip it in front was Dupre. Unsuccessful. Less than 10 seconds to go in the second period. Bourne's going to try to clear here, maybe, or eat it up. And the second period has concluded. It's 3-2. New Bedford leads Bourne. Back and forth we've gone. We'll recap things for you at the start of the third period. This is the Cape Cod High School Hockey Game of the Week. Bienvenidos, welcome back. It's the start of the third period about to happen here for the Cape Cod High School Hockey Game of the Week at Gallo Arena in Bourne on this New Year's Day. It is Greater New Bedford against Bourne. It is a 3-2 lead for the Greater New Bedford Bears, as they try to eke out another win in a rivalry that has been lopsided, but Greater New Bedford, they're trying to change that here in their 15 minutes and now less than that away with a lead from getting that accomplished on this New Year's Day. Thanks so much for being with us live on Twitch via Twitter. Good goaltending both ways in this one. Another good save is just made by Kyle McGuire, the Bourne goaltender, on that hard shot that came in the slot by Max Legue. He's got a goal in this one. This is cleared down. This will be icing on Bourne High School. So let's recap the goal scorers in this one. There's a little bit, I guess, confusion. I did ask the boys in the second period intermission. They said it was Tyler Evans that scored that first goal for Bourne. So I don't know. I thought it was Lapworth 8, not 18. 18 is Tyler Evans. Owen Lapworth is 8. So I don't know how I can fudge things there, but I'll have to go back and look at the video, I guess, after this one to double check. McGuire's going to make this save and hold on. And so it's either Tyler Evans or Owen Lapworth with goal number 1, depending on whatever reality is. The other one is Michael Russo. That we know that one for sure. Russo scored the second Bourne goal. And now this is going to be thrown out in front of Morgan Hopwood, and that one went too hot from Andrew Ariagno. And now this is going to be Medeiros getting around, shoots, and deep in his crease is McGuire. He makes a save and no rebound. Well, Matt Medeiros is one of the goal scorers for New Bedford, as is Spencer Raposo, and also your third goal scorer, Legue. We mentioned that just a moment ago. In that order, 1, 2, and 3 New Bedford goals. So Legue with the go-ahead at this moment in time. Comes out in front, and it's grabbed by Hopwood for Bourne. And he's going to skate through center, go left, and then zig right, and dash it in. He'll get to his own puck. Hopwood's got really not a lot of competition here, and so he'll pass easily to Karsten Becker. Becker's going to try and jam. Stick side on Austin Chirac. Save was made by the New Bedford goaltender, and a penalty coming up now on Bourne High School. Hooking call. It's going to put New Bedford back on the power play for the third time. They're 1 for 2. And this is on Morgan Hopwood. So this is a key penalty kill for Bourne. Right off the face-off. Puck goes in on Kyle McGuire, and he's able to keep it out. This is dished now. Tyler Evans dealt with Matthew LaBeouf. New Bedford's okay with all this. It's going to go back to LaBeouf, who's now open in front of us. He'll pass it in front of the net, tipped off the stick, and it kept on going from Braden Webster. LaBeouf, and then a shot well wide in the net by Anders Alves. Do I have that right? Yes, intentionally wide to keep things moving for New Bedford on the passing. And now this one's going to go off of the stick of LaBeouf, taking advantage is Alex McCarthy getting the clear. In onside, the Bears. LaBeouf passes back to the point, and then a quick hurried shot from Medeiros does not go. Medeiros tries to get in here on the pass between the two Bourne players below their net. And it's going to be picked up. LaBeouf in front and slamming the door on Peter Pimentel was Kyle McGuire. all day. Alex Duvall, he has to put a lot of air underneath it. He does. Almost able to step ahead there was Andrew Ariagno, but no. It's brought back in by New Bedford with less than a half minute to go on the power play. Trying to drag it ahead was Mason Dupre, and he was not successful. Braden Webster doesn't like the look given to him by Ariagno. He'd circle back. A little bit more space now for this pass ahead by Medeiros. Matt Medeiros stays there on the line and actually crosses just so. And they say offside on Greater New Bedford. Just 5 seconds left in this power play for them. Hope you're enjoying this one. It's kind of a little frustrating for me when I'm doing these games. I hope you guys like the setup enhancement from last season with the tripod. Now, hang on, let's watch here as Morgan Hopwood's going to try and go in, but he eventually had circumstances betray him. What was I saying there? Yeah, I got the tripod here, so that makes things a lot better. I just could not find a tripod in time last season that actually had an adapter to put a cell phone on, so I had to film by hand, which was terrible, I know. There was a further point that was going to be made here, I suppose. Oh, the point is, so I keep this game on my computer as well, just to make sure the stream is up. But because everybody's using the Wi-Fi, I can't tell if the stream itself is rocky or if it's just the stream that I have up on my computer that I'm watching. It might be a little bit of both. But hopefully you can see it well enough. Yeah, we had the game yesterday, Barnstable Sandwich. I don't know what happened. The Wi-Fi cut out, and we lost the third period in its entirety, and that was unfortunate. Barnstable was already ahead at that point 4-0. They won the game 5-2. Sandwich had a nice little comeback effort. On this action that's happening down in the New Bedford zone, we've gotten this whistle. The net came off. But head coach Frank Carpenito for Bourne High School is upset. I'm not sure what exactly is the issue here. Head coach Frank Carpenito in his second year for the Bourne Canalmen. Now, look out here. This could be a 2-on-1. The puck carrier on the wing centers, and it goes on by. That one sent along by Maximus Legue. So Bourne survives that scare. Now this will be thundered in off the end boards on the play into the zone. And now it's going to be passed by Legue and shoveled along by LaBeouf, and it's going to be sent back to him from Webster. And all that for Tyler Evans to just take out for Bourne. Center. Evans goes flying as he made some contact and stumped in by Michael Russo. But Bourne is changing here, so Bedford's going to get it right back out. And now hurrying behind his net, coming out near side is Alex McCarthy. And the stick of the New Bedford player got in there to disrupt things, but Bourne holds on in their own zone. And it's going to take some time to get out, but they do eventually do so. Now this pass onto the stick of Ariagno. He's got to go chase down. He bumps the shoulder into Jacob Belly. And a penalty coming up on Greater New Bedford. Here comes the call. It's a holding call. The penalized player is Braden Webster. Bourne on the power play for the second time. And with 8:43 remaining in this third period, this is an important one. Matt Medeiros is going to clear the puck down the ice. Connor McGuire for Bourne. Went off the skate of the Greater New Bedford player there. Now Bourne will find the way out the center, and Owen Lapworth has it checked off the stick as he tried to cross the blue line. So good defensive effort there from Greater New Bedford. Now it's in from Karsten Becker. He'll pass to Owen Lapworth. He'll shovel it out in front, and this will be gotten to by Evans, who is going to get it on further. And now out to the left point for Connor McGuire. Bombs away. Multiple sticks down there on the ice. The whistle goes as a shot on net by Andrew Ariagno. What is this whistle for? Not sure about this one, but hand pass. Hand pass whistled. That's going to put the... This is not the first time this has happened to Bourne in this one. They've gotten whistled a few times on power plays that have caused them to have to take defensive zone draws. Shot block, race for the puck. Big race here. Tyler Evans will get to it first, but on him pretty close there. Second finish was Mason Dupre. And so no shot on goal was able to be taken there by Evans. Dupre is able to slip on by. Didn't go all the way down thanks to the stick work there by the Bourne skater. Now there's a big collision that's just taken place in front of the New Bedford bench. This will be busted in by Becker. Becker locked up on the end boards with Matthew Harding at squirts free. Step around in front. That one won't go from Morgan Hopwood. Hopwood spins. Gets it through his own man there, and that's going to allow for the clear down by New Bedford's Maximus Legue. Jim McCabe here with you on the Cape Cod High School Hockey Game of the Week. Bourne and New Bedford. It is Greater New Bedford Votech up 3-2 on Bourne High School. And one of the things I was going to mention earlier, talk about all the teams going to the Cape and Islands League as McGuire makes a glove save on Matt Medeiros, shorthanded. No, it's the power play's over. That was even strength. That one out in front for Medeiros and a good chance there. Obviously now the multiple teams Cape and Islands League has expanded to include most of the Cape Cod and Islands teams, not Bourne. Also not Cape Tech or Upper Cape Tech, as they're looking to play mostly Votech schools. So that's what they're doing. This one is going to be a shot on goal from Alex Duvall. The pad save was made by Austin Chirac. Less than 6 minutes to go in the third. Clamped down in neutral by Alex McCarthy. McCarthy will carry it on the wing. McCarthy gets it out in front, and then it's cleared out of there by the New Bedford skater there, Jacob Belly. It's brought back in by Alex Duvall. And as Bourne tries to penetrate there, we've gotten a cross-checking call. On New Bedford, I believe, yes. Another power play coming up for the Canalmen. This will be their third. Now, they had power play issues in the last game against Dighton Rehoboth Seekonk. And they're hoping that they're not going to bite them here. They're going to be able to pop one in to get this game tied with 5.5 minutes to go in the third period. Tyler Evans to take the draw. Owen Lapworth on his right. On his left is Andrew Ariagno. And the point men are Connor McGuire and also Karsten Becker. This is going to be cleared by Greater New Bedford. McGuire, the skater, not the goaltender, Connor, parks behind his net. And Bourne High School will start this breakout. Connor McGuire gets it ahead. Owen Lapworth holds on. And it goes further for Ariagno. Now he'll pass to Lapworth. Lapworth passes. And oh man, there was almost a good setup there for Karsten Becker. And just a half second off. That's going to allow New Bedford to get this out. Man tries to slam Mason Dupre unsuccessfully. Karsten Becker. Less than 5 minutes to go in the third period. Bourne needs one. Karsten Becker over to Connor McGuire. McGuire gets by a couple of players, but he gets slowed down. He's still going to get to this puck. That power play unit stays out there and fed out by Connor McGuire, and it's going to wind up going to his brother, who is going to play Kyle. And it'll be collected by Ariagno. This power play unit stays out there still for Bourne High School. And a big dump down on Matt LaBeouf from Connor McGuire. Now, LaBeouf's going to try and make him pay. And so we'll get to this puck. And less than a half second. I was right the first time, half minute. I've called a lot of hockey in the last week. You'll have to forgive me. To go in the power play, it's Evans for Bourne carrying it up the wing into the offensive zone. Evans behind. Comes out. He'll play it to McGuire, back to Evans. And now New Bedford player is able to get in there and force it out the center, and he's going to carry it through before it's taken away, and then he's going to actually get it back, and they'll have to chase it down to the end boards, and he slams his man into the end boards, who has to pick up his glove. That slowed him down a little bit and huddled over a little bit. Morgan Hopwood, that was a hard one. We are back to even strength. 0 for 3 on the power play is Bourne. Same number of power plays for Greater New Bedford. They've got 1. Bourne, however, on the special teams front, does have a shorthanded goal today. Out to center and going on by, retrieved by Spencer Raposo. And Raposo couldn't step by ahead to the Bourne blue line. Michael Russo will cross the offensive blue line, and Bedford got it back, tried to clear, was kept in by Alex McCarthy. And now here comes a shot, and that's going to be swallowed up, taken by Matt Glennon. The save was made by Austin Chirac, who is having a solid game for Greater New Bedford. This game is being brought to you by Carpet Barn, Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor with 3 convenient locations in Falmouth, Mashpee, and Hyannis. Check out exclusive warranty options up to the life of the installation to cover any possible soils or stains. Carpet Barn Carpet One offers a healthier living flooring installation system, the first antimicrobial flooring installation system to keep allergens, dust, mildew, and mold away. Visit carpetbarncarpet1falmouth.com or call 508-296-8189. Timeout has been called, and we are going to reset things for you here. It's 3-2 with 2:38 to go in the third period. The go-ahead goal is from Maximus Legue. That's scored in the second period, was it? Or was it here in the third? It was a little bit ago, one way or the other. It's been a back-and-forth game that's seen both teams hold leads. New Bedford scored the first goal, Bourne with the next 2, and then New Bedford with the most recent 2. And this face-off coming up here in the New Bedford zone. 2:38 to go in the third. Here we go. Plenty of fireworks on the Cape last night for New Year's Eve celebrations. Bourne's looking for some on-ice fireworks here to close this one out, to try and at least get this game tied. There's still time for maybe a little more than that as well, but they've got to at least get the tire here first. Bringing it in. Now this will be taken out from shallow in the New Bedford zone. Man gets pushed down. That's Braden Webster. Michael Russo carrying it for Bourne and passing. And now it's going to be a center score! Matt Glennon from Morgan Hopwood. And we're tied at 3. With 1:53 to go in the third period. Bourne has done it here.
Timeout, Bolton.
Tied at 3. Matt Glennon with the goal. Bourne calls the timeout and they get the game tied. And in response, New Bedford immediately calls a timeout after the goal is scored. Lots of time left in this one. Anything could happen. Here we go. Tyler Evans brings it in. Sits there in the circle. Lapworth's going to catch this clear attempt, shoot it wide of the net. Man is able to keep it in here for Bourne. That's Connor McGuire, but now it will be skated out the center. And with less than 90 seconds to go in the game, Connor McGuire got it out to the neutral zone, but it's going to be brought in, and this is onside for New Bedford. This will be taken by Evans and rushed out to center by Tyler Evans. He will get on through several. Now somebody has lost their stick. It's going to be made right in front. Save made. Shurock on the shot in front by Andrew Ariagno. Now this one goes in. Tyler Evans has just scored the go-ahead goal with 54.7 seconds left. Shot sounded like it went off the post and then it dribbled in. Sorry, Karsten Becker with the score. Evans picked up an assist. Bourne with the dramatic turnaround here and a penalty or a whistle here for a high stick. On Bourne. Sorry, the go-ahead goal to Karsten Becker. New Bedford will close things out on the power play with a chance to tie. Right off the face-off shot, just missing from Peter Pimentel. Dramatic finish here. Net is empty for New Bedford. 2 late goals here for Bourne and cleared down the ice. And 15 seconds left. That is going to make things difficult for Greater New Bedford. 10 seconds left, and Bourne was able to ice it because they're on the penalty kill. One last rush for Greater New Bedford. They're in. This is going to go wide. 3 seconds left, and they got to get the puck on net. They're not going to do it. Bourne with the comeback win. (4-3) the final. And a dramatic finish here at Gallo Arena. The game winner is going to go to Karsten Becker. Bourne scores the last 2 goals in the last couple of minutes. And they gave New Bedford one more power play there, but New Bedford with the extra skater on the 6-on-4, unable to get the game back tied. Bourne wins this one, just their second win in 5 games versus a New Bedford team that had won a total of 4 out of its first 5. Again, the final score 4-3. Bourne beats Greater New Bedford. And now it's time for me to tell you that the next Cape Cod High School hockey game of the week is going to be on the island of Nantucket next Wednesday. Mashpee Monomoy at Nantucket. That's puck drop scheduled at 5:15. So I hope you'll be with me for that one. Thanks so much for watching and listening to this Cape Cod High School hockey game of the week. New Year's Eve edition. Bourne beats Greater New Bedford 4-3 on a late game comeback. Thanks for watching and listening, and we will see you on the next one.